Hey everyone, welcome to Mr. Hancock's English course. This is the part 3 of the MLA format and documentation video. And I want to talk in this video about particularly about where do you put in-text citations, what they should look like, and also a little bit about the works cited page. However, I want to give you that a little bit of those tips and then refer you. I'm going to put up other YouTube videos besides mine to show you how to set these up in Word and so on. So I'll have plenty of videos up there and everything for you to do. Also the web links that you have to the Purdue OWL. Okay, so when it comes to in-text citations, how do they look? I wish I had a board behind me, but you'll see this in the videos coming up. Your in-text citations can vary depending on your sources, all of that kind of stuff, the authors, and so on. But for right now, when you're just dealing with a short story, and it's coming out of the textbook, so you're going to treat it like a work within an anthology. All you're going to do for the in-text citation is have your parentheses, and inside your parentheses you should have the last name and the page number. That's all. So for instance, it'll be Poe 24. That's it. No P, no commas, no periods, anything like that. That's all we need right now. And you have two places to put them. And this is what I really want to talk about for your rough drafts. Two places. All right, number one, if you quote directly, you will put the citation right at the end of the quote. Okay, so if you quote directly from the work, you put the citation right at the end of the quote. Now, what do you do if you paraphrase? That's the second one here. And this is a lot of times preferred. You usually don't want to quote unless the word for word, especially say in poetry, this could work here. But if it's word for word, a verbatim importance or a quote that's important to your argument, and you need to show the language, then you want to quote. But if you paraphrase, just putting it really quick and briefly in your own words, you want to still use a citation, but it's going to change where you put it. Number two, if you paraphrase, you'll put the citation at the end of the paragraph, okay? Now, there are some differences, and these are things we can consider later when we're introducing multiple sources into a paper. But right now, you just have one source, the short story, and that's what you'll do, okay? So those are your two places. Number one, if you quote at the end of the quote. Number two, if you paraphrase at the end of the paragraph, okay? That's where it goes. So if I got those mixed up, I'm sorry. Let me say it one more time. If you paraphrase, put it at the end of the paragraph, okay? So the last thing you should see before you go to the next paragraph is the citation, okay? Now, I will give you a video on that and everything wonderful. That'll help you. But also talk for a second about the works cited page. There are some tips I want to give you about that. But the first thing I want to say is the formatting of your works cited page. This should be the full-blown entry. Has your author, the article, or the title of the work, the location, and then there was a textbook, the editors, the edition, the publisher, the year, and then the page numbers you got it from. And that's generally the order in which it will be. But your textbook or your the Harbrace or the handout, or excuse me, the Harbrace handbook or the website links will show you that. Along with you'll see also some help specifically inside the videos that I'll put up. But anyway, you only have one entry. But when you have multiple entries, they should always be alphabetized A through Z. You should always have your works cited page as the very last page. Never just attach a works cited entry at the bottom of the last page of the essay. It doesn't matter if you go over one word on say the third page. You still go over to the fourth page to start your works cited page. Okay. And with that, you will also do a hanging indent. That is something the videos will show you how to do. But that's where you'll see the entries where the first line of the works cited entry will be normal, but every other line inside that entry will kind of be kicked over, and it looks like it goes under. So you'll see examples of that, and of course I'll have videos showing you how to do that. And if you have any questions, obviously let me know. But that's generally it right now. And I want to say this last thing. This should be stuff that is very familiar to you from Comp 1. For those of you who haven't had Comp 1 in a while, this should still refresh or ring some type of bell. That's why I'm giving so many things to help. You have me, you have the Harbrace if you ended up keeping that from Comp 1. or if you bought it for this class. You have the OWL, the online writing lab for Purdue. You have YouTube. You have the tutoring center. If you have a chance to come to campus, you can come see me at campus. There's many things you can do to make sure this is in line, okay? But I want to point out this is very important. And messing up your format, your essay format, your MLA format, or documentation will cost points, and it can cost big points. So you want to make sure you take it seriously, okay? So that's all for these 3 parts here. If you have any questions, like I said, let me know. And go back and review all the points that you're going to see, especially the new videos I'm going to put up that are going to deal with somewhat what other people do, extra MLA formatting, works cited, in-text citations, all of those things, okay? And like I said, any questions, send them my way.